And to date, we're very proud to have 24,000 strong men in Schneider that have opted to support the He for She movement. And part of this program is about education. And I'll talk briefly about this earlier. We've rolled out gender workshops for our leaders globally, and more than 800 leaders has been trained so far, and the program continues. Now, it is also about Women Network. Let's not underestimate this. So I guess I can speak proudly, as many people in this room. How many of you are mothers, or maybe even grandmothers? I've seen some more experienced people in the room. So it is true, you have got a lot of things to balance, and you want to do your utmost best for your profession as well as your family. And you do not want to be put in a position to make a choice. Why does it have to be a choice? Or is the ecosystem enabling you to be able to be the best of who you are as a mother, a wife, and a profession at work? And that calls for, especially the professionals in this room, the ability to influence this ecosystem through policies, through programs, and through activities. We have established 10 active women network across our global operations. This network plays a very important role. They are there as a support mechanism for our women employee to overcome any blocking factors as they pursue opportunities within the organization. Women in Leadership is another program that is dedicated for our talented leadership programs. And the Schneider Women Advisory Board is a self-driven group of executive and employees ensuring that He for She vision and programs are executed smoothly. Bringing it back closer to where we are today in India. India has been one of, if not the strongest champion of gender, thanks to a lot of work that Rachna and the team has been putting into this. And of course, with a great lady like Rachna and the team driving this, we have an amazing He for She supporter with Anil that is supporting all our programs. And we want to thank you for that, Anil. So how do we drive this ambitious program? Once again, we started with leadership commitment. More than 8,500 men from our Indian operations have pledged their support for He for She. Well done, you guys. On hiring, 40% of the total hiring is women, and Parishé is our women referral policy. And I talk about developing women leaders. We have that program running right here in India. As we have a variety of societal and supporting policies that train female candidates as electricians, we have trained 160 so far. We have also have policies that are important and conducive to the success of women, such as 6 months maternity policy, adoption, paternity leave policy, and much more. And I believe, I was just congratulating Rachna, I think she's way ahead of the curve, even in the world of Schneider. So, well done. So just to summarize, I'd like to summarize our He for She company commitment. At Schneider, we want to reach 150,000 employees, which is about 85% of our employees, with pay equity by 2017. We want to increase the representation of women across the pipeline to 40% at entry and 30% at top positions. Establish dedicated executive level groups to drive towards gender parity across Schneider. We have a long way to go, no question about it, but we are on the right path. And it is an exciting, life-changing journey. And as we change the lives of many along the way, we at Schneider Electric will always be focusing on ensuring that life is on. That's okay. I've got a bit of a technical challenge. So I've enjoyed here sharing with you my perspective and Schneider's work on gender balance, diversity, and inclusion. I hope I'm able to leave you with some thoughts and ideas. Thank you, and dhanyavad.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Hanhao, we want to thank you for being here and joining us here and sharing your wonderful thoughts in the kind of work which has been done. Personally, we can say we were there in that meeting 1 year back when everything was being discussed for India, and we felt it will be a big challenge for Schneider, but hats off to Anil and his team, the way they have done it. Friends, recognizing excellence is a very potent way of developing human resource. And in this program, now the time comes when we are going to honor women who have made a significant contribution and impact in the societies they work for. And they have done it despite facing various challenges. And as we reward these bold and dynamic women with Schneider Electric Prerna Awards, these awards are in the second year, and the award endeavors to recognize women who have been bold enough to break the traditional mindsets and worked in male-dominated sectors, and have also worked in empowering other women in the society through employment or skill building. It is time to salute two such women who are there with us today, and these awards will be given by Schneider Electric India President and Managing Director, Mr. Anil Chaudhary. You have seen profile of Anil which was flashed on the screens, and it's our privilege to share that Anil has been conferred by an award which is Knight in the National Order of the Legion of Honor by the President of French Republic in recognition of his achievement in the field of business between India and France. We are proud of you, Anil. May I request for a quick video which highlights the Schneider Electric commitment to the cause of diversity. We'll play the video, please.
I still remember the first day I saw you, the day I came to see you.
And the minute we were alone, the first thing that you said is, hey, listen.
I'm okay getting married, if you want.
But I want to work.
I want my career.
And I want to be someone.
And from that very moment onwards,
I started wishing
For you.
For you to work in a fabulous organization.
that supports you, helps you.
Become a serious professional.
A company that trains you, develops you,
and helps you to be the amazing professional
that you have a potential to be.
I wish for you a happy, secure workplace with sensitive colleagues.
And the warmth of a home away from home.
And do you know what the great thing is?
I found a lot of people who think the same way I do.
Take a look.
So what we saw in the video is the work done by Schneider Electric India and the team, and they are the representatives of many of the people who in Schneider Electric have changed the world for their families, for the company. And before I invite Anil, I would request you, Anil, to share about the Prerna Awards and then to start recognizing the excellence with the awardees, please. Over to Anil.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and excuse me for my voice. I think it's a combination of, when you come from Delhi, probably you are not used to anymore to good weather because we are so much living in a most polluted city now, so that's one. And of course, I've been spending time with my customer in last 3 days on Elecrama. This is one of the biggest exhibition of electrical equipments, but I'll try to do my duty. And very proud and honored to be with you today morning. So, as we have been saying, first, thank you, Kamalji. Thank you, Chris, for your thing, and Rachna, for driving this continuously for the second year. I think this is a very, a selfish motive we have, because we really want to promote NHRDN work which you are doing. For sure, Schneider has this, the commitment, but we want to also ensure that the organizations like you go ahead and promote the good practices of HR, including diversity and inclusion, including empowering more and more women, and that's what we will continue working on at any forum you have. You know, at Schneider Electric, diversity and inclusion is an integral part of our history, culture, and identity. My colleague Chris, it's getting back to words. My colleague Chris just mentioned in our keynote address that our company is committed to gender equality and making diversity and inclusion an inherent part of our company culture. And I must say, it starts from the top. As you will see here on the screen, the commitment our chairman and CEO has made for women empowerment at UN level. And she mentioned about the event in Davos. And this is done by almost all of our country presidents in any country which we operate. And this is the commitment coming from top, driven to the lowest level in the organization. And this is aligned with our brand, which declared that life is on. And I was just sharing with Chris, Annette, while we were coming here, that in India probably this is much more relevant. Because we still have a lot of women in our country which are not having opportunity to get educated. And there's a very important saying which exists in India, but I'm sure it exists worldwide, that when you educate a woman, you educate a family and probably the whole generation. And when you educate a man, you educate one person. So when as an organization, we work on this cause by giving diversity at the top of our agenda, we are further strengthening this aspect of this particular thing. Today, to cement our commitment and future this cause, we have launched Schneider Electric Women Awards, Prerna, Motivation, last year. This is the second edition of that. And we will continue our tradition of recognizing and rewarding true women leaders who, in spite of roadblocks, social barriers, continue on working on doing their work in the society, in the area in which they are employing not only women, but diverse workforce, and more so with the women coming from an hinterland. And that's very, very important aspect of when we want to uplift the whole diversity cause. The main objective of these awards is to recognize women entrepreneurs, especially in small and micro enterprises who have started their own business and have succeeded despite working in male-centric business scenario which we had in India coming from generations. In no order of preference, I'm delighted to share that this year winners are Pavitra YS and Kala Charlo, which are with us. Madam, congratulations, and we really salute you. So first, I will like to call Pavitra, and more than me telling about what you have been doing, I will please invite you to share how you started and how you have overcome these obstacles to achieve what you have achieved. Over to you.
Very good morning to everyone. I'm not very well prepared to share what it is, but definitely I can share my experiences. It's been 10 years. We started in 2006. The whole idea about Vindhya was to start a business with philanthropy. That's the thing, because coming from family which is I would say a little above middle class, where I don't know about saving money or anything. I always thought that want to do something, but definitely something giving back to society is a very big word. So something where which could be social, which could become a win-win for both the organization as well as the community. That's when I and my husband decided to start this organization called Vindhya. We are a BPO. We work like any other normal BPO which does data and voice processing. The only difference is the employees who work for us or who work for our customers are, I would not say special, gifted, because the amount of work, the amount of, whatever we miss today in a BPO sector, it could be loyalty, it could be, loving your job or whatever. I think my employees love that, and we love being with them. So we employ people with physical disability, we employ people with hearing impaired, we employ people with visual impairment, we employ people with autism, we're also started employing people apart from, BPL families. We also we've started our transgender employment as well at our organization, and we are a 1,600 people organization working with close to 40 clients. And I thank Schneider and NHRD for recognizing us. This is again a prerana for us to do more and more and empower more people. And thank you very much. A good day.
Now I will like to invite Madam Kala Charlo, who is our second proud winner, and we are very proud to have you, Madam, with us. Please come and share your experience and how you have been achieved that and what you have been doing. That's great.
Good morning to everyone. We are talking about gender balance, and today I can see a lot of women here. So here I can already see a balance, or maybe more women than men. Yeah. So at the same time, I think of all those less fortunate people, women, who are not able to, come up in their lives just because of some basic needs. I mean, something like a natural process for every girl who becomes a woman. So I'm talking about menstruation. It's usually not talked about. It's a silent, embarrassing topic. And somehow the world has just ignored it. They've not really given enough attention to it. Maybe because they didn't realize the challenges that rural girls find in going to school. They miss school on those days, and then they have no education to understand how to manage their periods. So I started this menstrual hygiene management, a comprehensive end-to-end thing, where I found that creating awareness is the most important thing. Number one, they can't afford it. And number two, they don't know. Only their mothers have grandmothers. Sometimes they don't even tell them when it's going to happen. So my whole objective is to bring awareness to girls. So we go to schools and make the girls separate, make them feel comfortable, and talk about this uncomfortable topic. And it's helped. So till now we have reached out to 16,000 girls, and actually creating awareness is the easiest part, but then she needs materials, she needs facilities, so that's where I'm trying to work. And then we have got to find eco-friendly products. So we are exploring all sorts of possibilities to make this into a very good, initiative which will help girls. And yeah, I'm very glad, I'm really privileged, and thank you very much for recognizing us. But what I'm very happy is about the reward, because being an NGO, funding is the most important part, and bringing credibility and accountability into our work is the most difficult part. We're not really good at it, we can talk about it, but we don't have any documents to show. And yeah, I really thank Schneider for recognizing us, and I need all of your help to take it up in a big way, because of infections that are caused and because of lack of educations that girls have, and they need the comfort. The girls want to feel as comfortable as you during her period. Thank you.
So congratulations once again to our award winners. And with this, I will also like to thank NHRD, my colleagues from Schneider.